So I wanted to talk a little bit about meditation retreats. If you're serious about meditation, there's nothing you could do that would get you deeper into a meditation practice than going on a retreat for as long as you can. If you can manage a week, but if a weekend is all you can afford or have time for, it's going to be really more dramatic as far as the experiences that you have and the the benefits that you experience in your day-to-day life, and most importantly, the way that it accelerates your meditation practice. And let me explain what I mean by that. So if you meditate for 20 minutes a day, twice a day, which is what I did for for more than a year when I was in college, it was great. I think that it really helped me to stay focused and to be more creative and to stay calmer. And it's just a great practice to have. It's a great path to take to have a morning and an evening practice in your daily life. But if you are looking to experience the cumulative effects of intensive meditation, there's really no other way to do it. You can do a self-retreat, but if you're a first timer and if you've never, this video obviously is directed at those of you who have never done a retreat. And so if you have never done a retreat before, I wouldn't recommend doing a self-retreat, which is you at your home for a couple of days, because it's more difficult than it sounds. You think you'll be disciplined enough, and you think you'll be able to keep yourself from distraction, but the reality of the situation is, we're human. So you need that supportive environment. And so you are going to need to find a structured retreat somewhere. And doing that will really give you confidence. It will, when I say accelerate your practice, I mean two things. Number one, every time you meditate after a retreat, for my experience, forever. I obviously I can't say that because I've only been meditating for 15 years or something. But my experience, in my personal experience, if you reach a certain level of depth in meditation, the more you meditate at length, like on a retreat, the easier it is to get back to that depth. So a 20-minute meditation in the morning after a retreat is going to be much more profound, much more calming, much more insightful than your 20-minute meditation is normally. Not to say that doing a number of 20-minute meditations from day to day won't also be cumulative, but the effects won't be nearly as dramatic. We're talking an exponential difference, so to speak. I think that's because there's something like the sustained dosage, and I use the word dosage. I'm borrowing it from one of my favorite meditation books called Mastering the Core Teachings of the Buddha. It's available for free online. I'll put a link in the description. But the author of that book, Daniel Ingram, is a medical doctor. He's an ER physician, and he uses the analogy of medicine and dosage. So if you get the dosage high enough of certain meditation practices, you will experience the effects. A lot of people think there's some kind of magic, and they're always changing their practice and trying to figure out. It's really about volume and about consistency and about meditation, or about dedication. But I will add one thing, that it seems like cranking up the dosage in one go, as opposed to spreading it out over time, is exponentially more effective. For example, if I meditate for 7 hours straight, I know that sounds crazy, but I've done it, and it's amazing. And That's all I'll say about that for right now. But for example, say I meditated for 7 hours straight. The experience and the effect on your being of that 7 hour sit versus 7 1 hour sits spread out over a week is you can't really compare it. The real profound things start to happen when you feel like you can't meditate anymore and your personality is screaming for stimulation, or your consciousness is starving for sensory input, and you realize that you can you can let go of that need, that drive to experience is really kind of an addiction and can be let go of, and it's not really who you are as a person. Who you are as a person is kind of beyond that, beyond the need for really time and experience in time and space. And when I say that, it sounds too out there, but when you dedicate yourself to really long sits of several hours or more, that's when you start to understand what I'm talking about. I mean, that's when that's when one can probably get a little bit more insight into, okay, the profound experience of being that you're looking for with meditation. So if you're really into meditation, you really want to, if you're serious about it, if you believe that it has something to offer you beyond, the day-to-day benefits, which are also valid in themselves. So coming back around, if you think that an extended meditation for several hours is something that appeals to you, well, the only way to really do that safely and effectively is on a retreat. And I mean, now we're talking not 7 hours in one day in one sitting where you're thinking, and I'm using the 7 hours as arbitrary. I mean, I have sat for that. The longest I've ever sat in meditation was probably 8 or 9 hours with a bathroom break and standing up out of my chair and moving around just to combat the discomfort. Although you do start to experience a lot less pain as you get deeper into meditation, which is incredible. Really is an incredible experience. But anyway, a longer meditation, 4 hours, 2 hours seems to be the point where personally my meditations start to get pretty deep. So 2 hours is kind of what I shoot for if I really want a good meditation nowadays. But if you want that kind of experience on a meditation retreat, it's not just, oh wow, I sat for 4 hours, look at me, I can't believe how quiet my mind got, and I can't believe how much I let go of. That's pretty cool. Anyway, now I'm going to go to the movies and just like bombard my head, or I'll go out, I'll go out with my friends, and it's just, it's like that long meditation you did will still have that profound effect. But if you do that several times a day, like 3-4 hour sits in a day, every day for a week or 2 weeks, now we're talking the kind of dosage that will transform you and will help you discover who you truly are, to lead you towards an enlightened state of being. Incredible power in personal power, incredible power in a Zen-like state of being where you exist in kind of a blissful state, and you have a creative solution to every problem. Now, I'm not saying that one retreat and you're going to get there, and I'm not saying that once you get there, that's the end of the road, because these things can come and go, but that's another topic for another video. But you'll start to get tastes of that reality, and you'll start to realize, oh my God, this is a way of life. I mean, this can be sustained and developed over time. So meditation retreat is the way to go, and there are so many options. Just Google it. Find one in your area. If you want, if you're in a place in your life where you think you'd benefit from meditation and you're taking it seriously, I just can't recommend it enough. And anyway, that's my my video for today. Pernhardt the Great, Pernhardt the Wonderful would like to say hello and goodbye. Hello, goodbye. Look at the camera, Bernie. She's sleeping again. She's napping. She came to work today, so she's tired.